America's joy magnet, Sherry Elise, joining us now, how we can brighten our moods as it tends to get darker out there a little bit earlier. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are
That
you?
was a lot of coffee saying that.
Yeah, well, we've had an energized morning. We're feeling pretty good here. How are you?
Fabulous, caffeinated, ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, yeah, this is a tough time, a tough season for a lot of people. Thinking about just how we see a lot of more gloomy days we tend to, especially here in Rochester. It gets pretty gray. How can we pick up our moods?
Yeah, so for me, as you know, like my book, everything that I do is all about taking good care of ourselves and also like being preventative. So we don't wait until we get gloomy, we start doing the things. So it's really important to stick to a morning routine or create one. So whatever you were doing in the summer, even I know you're like, well, it's warmer outside, but stick to getting up at the same time. Healthy routines, drinking more water, even stretching in your own home. But when you are able to take care of your health, you're already going to start off your day to a great one.
Yeah, what works for you?
So I still do my early morning walks, and I always hike every day. And now it's much darker, and I honestly just go out with a flashlight. My fiance hates it, but I'm like, listen, if I sleep in any longer, I'm not going to do anything for the day. So I stick with that time.
Yeah, you talk about maybe colors playing a role in how you can help uplift a person's mood as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds so simple, or easy, but when we brighten our space, so even like the fall colors, right? Like orange, yellow, they're so warm, they're uplifting, and it's actually shown scientifically to boost our mood. So just spruce up your space. Like it's the small little things that make such a big difference.
Yeah. Silliness. You mentioned adding silliness to our lives. I'm a big goofball. I don't take myself too seriously, and I love a good laugh. Laughter fills my day. For people who maybe struggle with that, how can they add some silliness to their lives?
Something simple like bubbles. And we only think about it with kids, but I do this every day now. My friend told me about it. And a few months ago, I started blowing bubbles. I started spinning in place. Like when you're a kid and you put your arms out and you just spin, like connecting back to your inner child uplifts your mood, just makes you have such a good time. And it's in those small moments when we create those feel good moments, we end up having a life that feels good.
Yeah.
So finding that.
Yeah. What else do you think could really help uplift a mood? Maybe togetherness, something, an activity that you could do with others.
Yes. So connection, we know, is the biggest catalyst for happiness and joy. So make sure, because it's easy when it gets cold and dark to want to like stay home and like, I'm not going to do anything today. So I say host weekly potluck dinners with your friends, and everybody choose a different house to go to. So everyone ends up getting out of their house and you stay connected, or cozy brunches with each other.
Yeah.
Even with your family, set up game nights, movie nights, just something so you're not isolated.
Right.
And it really is about maintaining that connection.
Yeah, because we tend to isolate as it gets, well, especially here as it gets cold. We like to stay in the house and keep to ourselves. And so that's a good idea. All these are good ideas. But for someone who might be a little shy or really has struggled with this, it could be hard to take that first step to try to brighten up their mood. What do you suggest to help someone really get over that hurdle and take that first step?
Honestly, I would go back to just doing something, even if it's solo, like just uplifting your mood with doing something that feels good to you, whether it's silly, whether it's, even just reaching out to family and friends that you already have. Just stay connected with people. And something new that I just did, which was scary for me, was I just took a stand-up comedy class just to challenge myself, and starting something new. Our brains love it, and you'll actually find yourself uplifted just from trying something new. So stretch outside your comfort zone.
Okay, yeah, it's tough to get out think outside the box, but once you do it, you're going to feel good, and then it becomes a habit and routine, and
the momentum starts. Like when you do that one thing, you notice how good that feels, and then you want to do another thing, and then you want to do another thing, and it is just that first step. And so start with the bubbles, blow some bubbles and see how that makes you feel, and then go and see something else.
Well, we encourage everyone at home to take that first step, and then once you do, there's no stopping you. Sherry, It was so good to see you. Thank you for continuing to spread joy in our lives. You have a great day.
You too.